stand together as it is custom for the city of Lamarck. Stand together and recite the Lord's Prayer, followed by Pledge of Allegiance. Let's pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much for praying with us for our great city. We'll now move past presentations 4.1 and 4.2 to presentation 4.3. And I believe this is an IRS update provided by, is that going to be by you, Mr. Ferguson, or you, Mr. Knable?
I'm happy to do it, or Mr. Ferguson can.
So we have been in contact. We finally heard back from the IRS and got confirmation on the specific items that led to the fine. It is exclusively the 2022 1094C and 2002 1095Cs. Not any amounts with them. These are the forms you file for proving people have insurance. It was just the forms that were not filed. Those are the two items that are the only two items that actually are part of the fine. Now that we know that, we can move forward and actually put in a viable request to have the fine reduced or removed. That's the next step.
Okay. Were you done?
Yeah.
Council, do we have any, this is a presentation, do we have any questions for Mr. Ferguson or Mr. Knable as relates to item 4.3?
Can you give me the form numbers again?
1094-C and 1095-C. And they're both from 2022.
Any further questions? Very good. Let's move now, Council, to item 5, citizens' participation. Limited to 3 minutes per person. Comments from the public will be heard at this time. Any person with city-related business who signed up may speak to council. Be limited to 3 minutes. If you wishing to speak, give the mayor or the presiding officer your full legal name, address, and the item you wish to speak about. Compliance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, the city may not deliberate on comments. If you are visiting with us via telephone, you may press *6 to mute or unmute yourself. If you are visiting with us on the Zoom platform via a smartphone, tablet, or computer, there should be a microphone at the lower portion of your screen, a microphone icon that you would press to mute and unmute yourself. If you are here with us in person, there is a podium to my left, to your right, certainly with a microphone on it. When your name is called, you may approach, and you will have 3 minutes. There will be a timer on both screens. And because it is in your peripheral vision, Ms. Wilmon, is that right, Ms. Wilmon, will raise her hand when you have 30 seconds so that you would be cognizant of your time here. Again, this is Lamarck, and we are part of this great country, and we certainly are supportive of your First Amendment rights. We are asking as a community that we try to treat each other with kindness and respect as we make our comments so that we might be able to come to some sort of an understanding of what the issues are that we might respond. And so thank you for your consideration. Are there any persons online wishing to speak? There's one person online wishing to speak. Are they ready?
Okay, there's a whole lot of people.
A whole lot of people.
There's a whole lot of people on Zoom, and so we have to Zoom.
Oh, you have to figure out. Yeah. Okay. Okay. While we are trying to gather those, how about we start then?
Good evening, Mayor.
We're good? Okay. Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, Mayor, I can hear you.
But before you speak, let us get the timer established so that we can make sure you are within your 3 minutes.
Okay. Just let me know when you're ready.
We are ready for you, sir. Welcome. Name and address for the record, please.
Nah, that's okay. I'd
Okay.
like to speak to
Welcome.
something. I missed the last meeting.
Start the timer, please.
I missed the last meeting. I was at the previous meeting where the mayor interrupted me. I'd like to remind the city attorney of two major U.S. Supreme Court cases, one of them being Houston v. Hill in 1987, and the other one being Cohen versus California in 1971. Cohen versus California says one man's vulgarity is another man's lyric. Houston v. Hill allows us to be critical of government as long as we're not making threats and promoting acts of violence towards government officials. In the last meeting, when you interrupted me, Mayor, you interrupted my 3 minutes. That 3 minutes is for me to get into a flow, to state my issues with the city of Marque, and you shouldn't be interrupting anybody during that 3 minutes. If you don't like the way I talk, find somewhere else to be. Clearly, this isn't a place for anybody if they've got thick skin, if they got thin skin. All of you. The other issue that we had, and I'm glad that I saw that you guys decided to pass that ordinance changing the ethics and conduct of the board members. That's amazing that you did that. I'm just curious how that's going to play into effect with all the things that are going on in this dais. With the interruptions and all of that, I'm curious to see how long it's going to take for certain members of this dais to put themselves in a position where they are violating those rules of ethics. I mean, clearly, when you're supposed to be listening to the people and doing the people's bidding, when you interrupt us, we get a little upset. So, for that reason, I came back, and I'm going to keep coming back until you guys stop interrupting, allow the people to speak their 3 minutes, because there's not a lot of time to tell you what's wrong with government, because there's a lot wrong. You see it from coast to coast. Lawsuits filed against cities like this where they decide that they want to step in and they want to step all over the people that they're supposed to be working for. It doesn't work out too well for those cities. Just a heads up. So when we start doing things that we shouldn't be doing and we get called out for it, when you get slapped with those lawsuits, it's going to start taking a toll on the city. So please keep that in mind. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Worth, are we able to allow the time to elapse now?
Yes, yeah, we got it.
Okay. All right. Who's next? Jacqueline Johnson?
Yes, sir. I have a two-part question. Do you plan on resigning or do you plan on forcing a recall election?
Jacqueline Johnson? Jacqueline Johnson. Let's get you on the
Yes.
timer. She's on timer? Give her 5 seconds back. Complete your statement, ma'am.
Do you plan on resigning or do you plan on forcing a recall election? In light of your recent behavior. That's all I got. I'd like an answer.
Well, Ms. Johnson, this is citizens' request for hearing, and we don't respond back, but we do thank you and we appreciate your comments.
Mhm.
Were you done?
Oh, for now.
Okay, thank you. Who's next? Delon Delafosse?
Yes, hello everyone. Sorry I was working and I didn't get a chance to prepare.
Delon, hold on just a minute.
Okay,
We'd have to
sure.
reset your time.
Okay, sure.
Okay, the time has been reset. You can start, ma'am.
Okay, thank you all so much. I just wanted to come on. I'm sorry I was working worked over. I didn't get a chance to prepare what I really wanted to say, but I'm just going to speak from the heart. I kind of wanted to allude to 1 John 4:10, if that's okay. To me, it just highlights that God's love is proactive and is demonstrated by sending his son. Um, I love the city of Lamarck. I'm born and raised here. Lamarck is a great place to live. No matter what situations arise, I really just want to send a heartfelt message out to anyone that's listening, all of the citizens. We just should not be jumping to conclusions based on hearsay. And that would be for any one of us, whether it's me or you or anyone on city council, anyone else. I just really want to ask everybody to just pay attention to their hearts. We have to train our hearts. And I just want to share that because Lamarck is a great place to be. It always has been. And that's what we need to focus on. And not only that, but none of us are perfect. I'm not perfect. I do wrong. I've done wrong throughout my life. Um, but I think for everyone to just continue to point the finger, we just cannot move forward like that. And I just want to just send a heartfelt message to anyone that's listening, anyone that just truly cares, and those that don't care, to just kind of think about, just how they're reacting and how they feel. You guys, we really need to keep Lamarck moving forward. It's a great place to be. And that's all I want to say, Mayor. And I'm just here to support. And I just want everybody to just not just be so quick to be so judgmental. And let's take Lamarck and let's keep Lamarck great, and let's continue to take it to greater heights. And maybe just stop all the negative comments and just focus on business. I love you guys.
Ms. Delafosse, were you done? She's muted. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Delafosse. Anyone else online? Okay. Let's move to those that are here in person. Mr. Rick Forney. Hey, Rick. Welcome. Name and address for the record, please.
Okay, I was here a few weeks ago and I talked about the state of the city. I was disappointed in it. I think it's kind of gone downhill since this administration's been in place. Our streets are bad. We've recently been voted the third ugliest city in the whole state of Texas. I think we can improve greatly on that. And then in lieu of the allegations, I think it would be the best interest of the city for you to step down as mayor. That's all I got.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. Mike Bach. Welcome, Mike. Name and address for the record, please.
Good evening, council. It's Mike Bach, Long Ridge Drive, Lamarck. I'm here to speak on item 9.8 about adding Bobby Beach Park to the Parks Master Plan. My question to y'all is, and it's been ongoing for 20 years, has the city physically took control of that park or own that parkland? If they haven't, again, this goes back 15, 20 years. The city can't spend money on private land. So until that gets amended, it's a moot point. And then if it does eventually get amended, not saying it won't, there's priorities. Mayhem Park is our #1 priority. We tore it down. We're trying to get grants. Tore the ball fields down. That's 3 ball fields, plus a football field that we're waiting on the city and FEMA to get right on. It seems to always be an issue with that, and now it's being used as a laydown yard. That stopped the Chargers from even using the field this year. So anyway, that's all I have to speak about is putting that park on the master plan, and the city doesn't own it. It's still at this point considered private property. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. Mrs. Carla Brown. Ms. Brown? There she is. Welcome, Ms. Carla. Name and address for the record, please.
Carla Brown, I'm District B, Ambrose subdivision,
Welcome.
and I'm coming here tonight to speak on something totally different.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm coming because I want to give thanks to Chief Franklin and to the Marque Police Department. My grandson and a couple of his friends did some mischievous things to a property. And thank God for the old people that called in on them and told on them. You see something, say something. I desperately believe in that. They called the police. They had a BB gun, which to me, a gun is a gun. It could have been interpreted as just a regular gun. This situation could have went a lot different. I could be up here tonight grieving, you know, because I could have had a grandson and I would have been like, oh my God, you guys are in the wrong. You
Yes.
guys were in the wrong. I'm not trying to minimize anything. I take full responsibility as a grandparent, as a parent. And I just want to say thank you to the Marque Police Department, the chief. Emailed the chief and he got back in touch with me right away. He said, give me 2 days, let me look into it. 2 days, he called me back. We discussed it. He said, anytime you have anything that you want to talk to me about as far as the youth or whatever, because I told him, I said, sir, we need some type of program for our youth, not just for my grandson, but for grandkids or just for kids in general. The kids need something because the idle mind gets in a lot of trouble. Okay, they need something that they can do. They need something positive. And just talking to the chief, he gave me hope. He gave me hope because I am active with the Texas City Citizens Police Academy, and we do a lot of things with the youth. And I'm just hoping and praying that this is going to be something that's going to be brought to light for our kids. That's all I have to say. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. Mr. Robert Mistich. Welcome, Robert. Name and address for the record, please.
Robert Mitchell, Curlew Street, Lamar. Mayor, I'm gonna stick to the finances here.
Yes, sir.
You know, we've been pushed to the brink. As Holly's last letter to you guys explained it, we're broke. And you know, it's gonna take years to climb out. One item that I noticed on the budget, unless it's been changed, and then I don't think it is, it's because there's just no money. You know, road and maintenance repair. One line item on there is $80,000 for the entire city. That'll just barely patch potholes. But that's the shape that we're in. Now we're gonna look at a tax rate. We're still under a lawsuit from the previous year where the rate went up 2 cents last year, and it shouldn't have, but you guys raised it. But no new revenue rate this year would give us a 2-cent reduction. But the de minimis rate, which is the one that y'all are going to try to pass, is going to be another 4.5 cent increase on businesses across everything. Chunk of money. The debt is $2-point-something million that you got to pay this year. Every year, those are just the payments. That's over 14 cents of our debt of our total tax rate. It's crazy, and it's going up. And that does not include all that money that y'all authorized at the end of the year for another almost 10 million something dollars. That'll come in next year. So I want everybody to know this is not the end. Next year, you're going to have to raise it even more on the debt service side. It's just unacceptable. And there's 2 common denominators to this. And they're sitting right here on this council that have been here for 5 years. And this mismanagement, lack of oversight, lack of vetting, change of personnel in and out. Why are we spending money? Can we not find, and no disrespect to the lady that is being our city clerk right now, but why do we need to bring somebody in from Fort Worth and have to pay per diem and lodging? It doesn't make sense. Why are we bringing in an outside counsel to write these ordinances when we have one here that can do it? Why are we spending all that extra money? It just is a pattern. And something has got to change. And then, of course, you got the recent debacle this whole town, the businesses just cringe. And recently, you can't find a realtor around or a developer thinking, oh my, you know, what next? I don't know. But you need, Mayor, you need some serious consideration about what you're gonna do if you're really concerned about this city and its progress. Because right now, that's not happening. And if the rest of you don't act, you condone it. It's a reflection on all of you. And we're in financial shambles still. And I compliment Worth. He's trying to do the best he can. But there's going to be another transfer of over $900,000 from the utility fund into the general fund just to balance it. 2 years ago, that was done and water rates went up. I hope that doesn't happen again. And I realize you're doing it just to survive. But these things, if it had been managed right the whole time, this wouldn't happen. And again, I say there's two common denominators here. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Robert. Miss Eva Livy. Welcome, Ms. Eva. Good to see you again. Name and address for the record.
My name is Eva Livy. I live on Fannin Street. I've been a resident here for over 8.5, 9 years. So I'm absolutely disheartened. You, sir, you make my stomach turn now. You have proven to be disgraceful, incompetent, perverted, unprofessional, disappointing, and a liar to our community. You have broken my heart. You've known me for years. Gus, with Mill Shirley Law Firm, seriously, what a disgrace you guys have been for us in the city, allowing this incompetent mayor right now to reside tonight over this meeting, while we have a competent mayor pro tem that could have done this meeting tonight. It's a disgrace to our city. This is why you see all the TVs. They're all here. Important issues should not be left up to an incompetent man. Mr. Bell has been charged with a criminal act, not a civil act, not anything to be discarded. And if you all can't see that, shame on you. Shame on you. It takes a lot for me to get up here and do this. I'm so disappointed. I think you should be suspended immediately. I would love for you to resign. But our lawyers, should make you be suspended until this is taken care of. Whichever way it goes, you should not be here. We have women and children that are seeing this, and you are not what Marque stands for anymore.
Okay.
You are an absolute disgrace. Screw you.
Thank you, Ms. Eva. Lori Herndon. Lori Herndon. Welcome, Ms. Lori. Name and address for the record, please.
Lori Herndon, Omega Bay. I've lived here for 15 years. This is the first council meeting that I've been to. I am embarrassed and have been embarrassed for the 15 years that I have lived here to say that my address is Lamarque. instead of Tiki or even Texas City, for God's sakes. And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. I am a CPA. Y'all handled your finances just like transferring money from this fund to that fund, and you think some of us don't know what the hell really is going on here? You think we're that stupid? We can't get an audit, a forensic audit? Y'all can't get that. You've got people that step in front and just like Robert said, you hired one of your cronies, Barbara Holly. You had to pay for all her damn housing and everything else and a $200,000 salary. Really? And now this one, and again, no offense to you, but isn't there somebody competent in the city of Lamarque to carry this position instead of costing us more money when we're effing broke? Broke. I think you understand that, sir, because you had to get a public defender for your bull. You need to resign, and you need to resign right now. We are fed up with you. We are totally fed up with you, irregardless of what's gone on the television and your BS this weekend. We've been sick of you for a long time, and you just keep making our budget worse. All y'all. But you, my friend, are not my friend. And you need to resign.
I appreciate you, Ms. Lori. Sharon, I don't want to mispronounce the last name. Is it Boot? Boat? Welcome, Ms. Sharon. Name and address for the record, please.
My name is Sharon Bolt. I live at 1905 Howell Avenue here in Lamarque. I've been a citizen of Lamarque for 79 years. And I am appalled at all of you. Every one of you that has supported this man on this city council is a disgrace as well. Because you know more about him than others citizens in Lamarque do. And yet you have stood behind him and you have supported him. You have voted us out from having a forensic audit. God is going to hold you accountable. God's word says in Matthew 10:26, fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. You've stood up here today. You've not repented of your sin. You have, because he has not asked our.
Ma'am, Ms. Boot, time. Stop the time, please. Stop the time. Ms. Boot. Please direct.
I'm not going to sit down.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
My 3 minutes.
And I'm trying to tell you to direct your comments to the council. That's all I'm trying to tell you. You cannot talk to them. You have to
Fine,
just-
then let them not speak out while I'm speaking.
Okay, so you have 1 minute and 36 seconds left. Are you ready? You may proceed, ma'am.
I say you have not repented because a repentant man would have stood before us as soon as you stood in that seat and would have asked the citizens forgiveness for the way you've handled your position as our mayor of Lamarque. That's according to God's word. When we repent, he is faithful and just to forgive us of our sins and to cleanse us of all unrighteousness. But you have to repent first. And that is according to the word of God. When you stood up here and had us recite the Lord's Prayer, that dishonors the Lord because you're a hypocrite right now, because you've not repented. And all the mumbling needs to stop. It's my 3 minutes.
Miss Sharon, time. Miss Sharon,
It's mumbling at me.
Miss Sharon, but you're talking to us.
Not asking
Miss-
them to stand.
I
I'm
understand
telling the damn
Miss
truth.
Sharon, Miss Sharon, Miss Sharon.
I am telling the truth
And
according to
Miss
Constitution.
Miss
And
Sharon,
it's an abomination.
Miss Sharon,
Son of
Miss
God.
Miss Sharon, I'm going to let you finish. I'm simply saying to you, there are a lot of people here. There are a lot of tension. We get it. Try to focus your comments toward us. That's all I'm saying.
I am.
Yes, ma'am, I
I
understand.
need
that.
to stop their
Well,
mumbling.
we can tell them to stop their mumbling, but they're gonna mumble anyway. This is obviously a very tense situation, right?
It
For
is.
all of us. So we could focus on this. We'll get through this together. You have 41 seconds. Please do not mumble. Let Miss Sharon finish her comments. Miss Sharon, you are doing a phenomenal job. You have 41 seconds left and you have the floor. Go ahead.
My husband died May 28th.
Yes, ma'am.
I told y'all before he had cancer. It's difficult for me to be up here, but I'll tell you why I'm up here.
Yes.
Because I'm a sexual abuse survivor as well. And they can mumble all they want. But I tell you, the statistics are 1 in 3 women are sexually abused every day.
Miss Sharon, Miss Sharon, Miss Sharon, you have,
The truth. I have been I have learned about sexual abuse. I have stood speaking up for women
the time, please.
that have been
Yes, ma'am.
abused.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And it's a serious thing.
Miss Sharon, Miss Sharon,
About the color
Miss Sharon,
skin of any people.
Miss Sharon, Miss Sharon, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. We are sorry for your husband. You just did a phenomenal job. We certainly hear you, okay?
You
We hear
need
you.
to resign.
I heard you. Thank you for your comments. You did a phenomenal job. Miss Sharon, your time is up. Your time is up, Miss Sharon. Thank you. I understand that. I understand that. Thank you. You did a phenomenal job. I get it. I get it. Thank you, ma'am. Absolutely. Ms. Sherry Woodard. Hello, Ms. Sherry. Welcome. Name and address for the record.
Okay, everybody, good evening.
Good evening.
Staying here today, I'm irritated now, so try to be professional. These people pissing me off. I stand here today as a community business owner, not only as a community business owner, but as someone who believes deeply in fairness, due process, and the principle that every person is innocent until proven guilty. The mayor has been charged with a Class B misdemeanor. He has not been convicted. Yet, before this matter has even had the opportunity to fully play out in a court of law, there are already loud demands that he resign from the office that the people elected him to hold. I do not support his resignation. I believe he should remain in office and allow the legal process to run its course. I am deeply concerned about what we're witnessing. Many people in this community have serious questions about whether politics, race, and an organized effort to remove this mayor from office are influencing what is happening. Those concerns should not simply be dismissed. When a Black elected official who has served his community is facing a misdemeanor charge, an extraordinarily high bond, and almost immediate political pressure to resign, the community has every right to ask questions. So why rush to remove him before a conviction? Let me stick something in here real quick. I want this community to understand that Mayor Bell was charged with a Class B charge, not convicted, with a Class B misdemeanor. Public data from the Brazoria County says that Class B misdemeanors average a $3,200 bond. Oh, that was 4,000 cases, average $3,200 bond. Mayor Bell was 23 times that amount. And as a matter of fact, the data set says that a felony, second-degree felony, the average is 52,000. I'm not pretending I know why his bond was set at 7,500, but the disparity is there, and it looks suspect. This mayor should be judged by the same legal standards as anyone else, not by political affiliation. We also cannot erase the good work he has done for this community. Supporting due process does not mean ignoring the charges. It means allowing the facts to be heard, the evidence to be examined, and the justice system to reach its conclusion. Before we pronounce someone guilty or demand that he surrender the office, voted as entrusted to. My position is simple. Mr. Mayor, do not resign simply because these people are demanding it. These same people with white outrage, not all white people, the same people with white outrage, crying, they the one that support a president that was convicted, of 34 counts and that grabs women by their feet. And it's so disgusting, I can't even say the word. So to hell with them and they fake ass white outrage.
Thank you, Ms. Woodard. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's try to get through this together. Let's try to get through this together. Okay? It'll be all right. We're gonna get through it. Mr. Robert Harvey. Hello, Mr. Harvey. Welcome. Name and address for the record, please.
Robert Harvey, I live in Galveston County. I think, excuse me.
Hold on, Robert. Yeah, we're gonna hold you. Hold us time. All right. Are we good? Lasika? We're good? All right. Thank you. All right, let's get Mr. Harvey set back. All right, Mr. Harvey, go.
Hold on. I think Councilman Lowry and now Mayor Bell should stop misbehaving and allegedly committing crimes because it's creating chaos and unwanted attention for this city and its residents. That was a little bit of trolling for people who have been paying attention. I know everybody is fixated on Mayor Bell's recent arrest for indecent exposure, and everybody should be. You owe the city an explanation, Mayor Bell. And you should probably resign if you don't have a good explanation. You've exposed and embarrassed yourself, and everybody is already talking about you. So I want to talk about what I was going to say at the last meeting when I didn't get to speak, and I sat on Zoom for 3 hours. That is, I want to talk about Councilman Lowry professional victim status and him possibly committing insurance fraud. And hopefully this public comment will reach the right people and he'll be investigated. We all know that Lowry is a slip, trip, and fall guy. He's an ambulance chaser. He's always filing lawsuits and losing, getting lawsuits filed against him, and you're losing those too. I've had several of your previous employees reach out to me and say that you routinely commit insurance fraud regularly. According to them, you intentionally damage your equipment and vehicles so you can make insurance claims. I have a police report you filed in Marque where you claimed you had 4 screws in all 4 tires, but yet you didn't show the police those tires. I wonder if that was insurance fraud as well. Recently, Lowry posted on one of his fake accounts, he did a live stream that he was in an accident, an automobile accident, posted pictures of this vehicle. He claims his truck is worth $250,000 as a total loss. He says the tools in his truck are worth $100,000. From the pictures he posted of his truck, it looks like there's a scratch down the side and one of the wheels was broke off at the hub. It doesn't look like it's totaled, and your own supporters even wrote that in the comment section. It doesn't look totaled. Also, it doesn't appear there was any damage anywhere near the tool compartments or in the back of the truck where your tools would be. You've also claimed you have severe injuries from this wreck, and according to news reports, you filed a $1 million lawsuit. You did a live stream last week, and you said that your injuries were from a previous accident. That live stream has been preserved in case he deletes it. If anybody wants to see it, reach out to me. I have it. How can you claim injuries from a previous accident that were from How can you claim injuries from this accident, that were from a previous accident? Also, I have the police report from the recent accident, and it says you weren't injured in that police report. It is my opinion you're a con man, and we've already proved you're a habitual liar. Everyone should share this information everywhere. Reach out to me if you want to see the videos I was talking about. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Harvey. Orlando Archibald. Welcome, Mr. Orlando. Good to see you again. Name and address for the record, please.
Good evening. First of all, Mayor, I want to applaud you for still standing up and doing what you have to do to get through what you need to get through. I'm here. Everybody can find themselves on the wrong side of the law. I have. No one's perfect. I don't know, but I believe in due process. Now, I'm here to speak about community. And for you guys who ain't seen me, a lot of you guys haven't seen you before. But if we're waiting on someone to save us, then we're going to be waiting a long time. I'm here to hold the council responsible for letting people know we have the right for due process. We have a right to assemble. And for anybody that has not been to my coffee shop, I'm going to say shame on you. because we can save ourselves $1 at a time, one sip at a time. I'm the owner of O'Fay's Beverage Lounge right here in Lamarque, Texas. So far, I've had over 60 birthday parties there. I've had weddings there. I've had birthday showers there. I've had political conventions there. And what I'm trying to say is, man, if I can fight, then we all need to fight for each other. I see the tension in the lines, but I grew up here. I'm from Alabama, but I made Lamarque my home in 1978. I came here. And what I want to say is, if I can get through it, we can get through it. But we got to do it as a unit. We got to do it as a community, and we have to do it one step at a time. Please visit and support. I'm going to do my best to make sure that Lamarque is great. And I want to make sure that you guys make sure Lamarque great. Everybody in Lamarque got my support. Everybody's welcome at O'Fay's Beverage Lounge, one step at a time. If we have a lot more love, there's not enough room for hate. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Archibald. James. It just has James on there. Hey, James. Welcome. Name and address to the record, please. You gotta, as soon as you get to the microphone, Mr. James. Yes, sir. No, you're fine. You're fine.
All right, I was gonna talk about one thing, but I didn't change my mind. Now, first of all, Kim, we talked about this street over here in my mother's neighborhood. It's all seniors on that one street. Every street around has been paved except for my mother's street. The cover is falling apart. Every time you go down the street, your car's falling in this big old hole. So we need to get that fixed. All right, let's get back down to this mayor stuff. Innocent till proven guilty. Lowry done so much stuff. Ain't been kicked off the board. Ain't nobody been to the meeting trying to get him off the board for a couple of people. If something happened with you, we got a full house. But this guy sit up here with AK-47s on his shirt, AR-15s on his shirt. Come on now, what kind of mess is that? Look at my shirt. I got PTSD, military 25 years. Mine say self-medicated for your protection because I got PTSD. This cat right here, y'all got to do something with it because something going to happen to him. I'm just letting you know. It ain't going to be me, but that's the talk in the neighborhood. But anyway,
can assure you nothing's gonna happen.
Let Mr. Lowry, it'll be all right. Mr. Lowry, it'll be all right. Mr. Lowry, time, hold his time, hold his time, hold his time. We're gonna calm down, Mr. Lowry. We get it. We understand. Okay? If in fact there was a threat, we have officers all over this building. They heard it. They would have then approached this man and they would have done their jobs. That's up to them and not us. But I do appreciate what you're saying. All right, let's settle down. We will get through this. Are you ready? Time.
all right, I live at 1005 Pearl Street. That's all I'm gonna see on that one. But anyway, police chief, I haven't met you yet. I heard that you're a good guy and everything like that. But there's a lot of things going on in the community. You need to know about. You need to get in your police car, ride around here at nighttime and see what's going on. All these police officers sitting on these corners bothering everybody. Lake Road and Magnolia. They sitting over there behind that church right there on Westwood and Cedar Drive. They sitting right there on Cedar Drive and Pearl. But when something goes down, 3 and 4 and 5, 6 police officers pull up on you. You ain't done nothing wrong. My grandson got stopped. He ain't know the law. They talking about they smell weed in the car. My grandson don't smoke, but he ain't know his rights, so he let him search the car. But they ain't find nothing. But 2 or 3 police officers pulled up on him, which is a shame. He ain't over 18 years old. He don't know the difference. We need to get together with the police chief, set up a meeting so we can talk about what's going on, so we can better our community. You got the time to harass us. Look at all these cars they ride around here in. Half of them dirty. Half of them don't run right. So we need to fix them type of problems. You got some police officers on the force, kind of a little chubby. But we need to fix that problem. Another thing, this what they call it, the field test. Could somebody tell us what the field test consists of? I know what it is. A lot of people out here don't know what the field test is. When you go out there, you gotta give out so many. I'm gonna just say for one, you gotta go out there and give out so many tickets on the field test, and certain things like that. So, Chief, just set up a meeting with the neighborhood so we can get to know you and everybody else get to know you. And your police officer can ride around the neighborhood, get out your car, and meet the people in your subdivision and on your street.
Mr. James, thank you. Your time's up. Thank you, sir. Mr. Carl Beard. Welcome, Carl. Name and address for the record, please.
My name is Carl C.J. Beard, 620 Widgeon Cove. I guess I have a unique experience in America. Well, it's not unique. A lot of us served as black males. I've been on this thing, participating in this thing called America probably for like 50 years. I educated myself. I served in the United States military, but I'm still not beyond going in any place, any building in America and being accused of something, being pulled over, being accused of something. That's just a thing that goes along with being a young black male. So I would tell anybody, before you rush to convict or crack your jokes, allow the criminal justice system to play out. Because a lot of people go in the front door in cuffs to these loud crowds and all this media, but when they're let out the back door and charges are dropped, it's nobody. Lives are destroyed, families are destroyed, and nobody's done. It's a lot of black, and it's just not unique to black. The criminal justice system has done that to white males too. You see white males serve time in jail, 20, 30 years, and they find out they didn't commit the crime. So before you jump to judgment, only focus on the facts. And right now, the only fact you know is that he was arrested. You don't know any other facts. Allow it to play out in the courts, and then make a determination. As far as you resigning, no, don't resign at all. You stand tall right there on your seat. You continue to do your job. You've been in this community over 20 years. You've done a lot of great things in this community. You continue to do those very things in this community. As far as a community, we're a community, and I'm gonna say in healing, but I grew up here, so I know it's a lot of things, a lot of undertones in Lamar. I grew up in an area where we had a Martin Luther King Days parade over here, where Reverend Benford kept us out of school over in West Texas City because they didn't celebrate it here in Lamar. So it's a lot of things, it's a lot of undertone, and a lot of people here still left in Lamar that don't want to see a blended community for success. You know, and if you're looking at certain things the Rapatis community said, are coming up here completely talking about all of this. Don't raise my taxes, but my roads broke. Don't raise my taxes, but my faucet leaking. At the end of the day, you gotta pay it. You gotta pay it one way or another. It's just the facts of being in the community. We all over this great thing. If you want your street fixed, we have to start about raising taxes. We're going to think about a bond, and a bond that's big enough to begin to move this community forward. But as long as we're doing the org and we're looking for the missing money, but yet we don't attach the real names to the missing money, which is probably Tink Jacks and Bobby Hawkins. And until we do that, man, we can sit here and have all this confusion for days and days. That's my bit. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Beard. I don't want to mess it up. Autry or Audrey Jensen. Hey, Mr. Autry. All right. There you are. There you are. Welcome. Name and address for the record.
Autry Jensen from Oaklawn Drive. I'm here to speak on behalf of the Lamarck Garden Club, specifically regarding item 9, I believe it is 14, if I remember my Roman numerals correctly. Our president, Miss Vivian Allen, was unable to make it today, so she's given me permission to speak in her stead for the Adopt a Spot resolution. The Lamarck Garden Club has used this program and other programs with the generosity of the city of Lamarck to establish several native pollinator and garden beds in various parks throughout the city. And we hope to continue expanding that and adding new locations in the future. And we just want to thank the city of Lamarck and show our gratitude for their partnership with us in helping to beautify the city and add spots for nature and wildlife to thrive. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mrs. Cadence Samsel. Cadence Samsel. Mr. I'm sorry. It's Cadence. I'm sorry. Welcome. Name and address for the record, sir. It is Cadence, right? It's
That's
Cadence. Okay,
correct.
Okay.
My name is Caden Samsel, and I live on Stonewall Street. For 5 years, my neighbors have been begging the city to fix the drainage on Stonewall Street. 5 years ago, I was struggling to get by, living paycheck to paycheck like far too many of our people. And in that time, I built a career. I become a successful young man and even a homeowner. In that same 5 years, they tell me the city couldn't even bother to come and look at the drainage. We have a new city manager, and they inherited the prior manager's failures, but I begged them not to inherit their inaction. I've spent the last 2 years of my life arguing against experienced trial attorneys on behalf of my company's clients from all over our beautiful state, and I succeed far more often than I fail. I'm confident in my ability to rally more support on this drawn-out issue should it continue. My neighbors are amazing people, and they deserve better from you. And to the rest of Lamarque, if you have an ongoing issue with inaction from the city or evidence of corruption and feel you need my voice too, I've set up an email address, avoiceforlamarque@gmail.com. My neighbors don't stop at the end of my street, the bounds of my neighborhood, nor the borders of our district. If you're in Lamarque and you need a voice, I will do what I can for you. I wrote this speech prior to your recent arrest. Regardless of your guilt in that arrest, Mayor Bell, you have failed this city. Your public LinkedIn profile advertises that you are the mayor of Lamarque and that your personal consulting company guides businesses on getting their contract approved by local governments. I believe this is an ethical violation of our city's trust, and you don't even try to hide it. Your company also, in the year of 2025, the same year our city faced a major financial shortfall or struggle, you also faced a federal lawsuit filed by your creditors. I've been digging into you since August 14th, the day I bought my home in Lamarque. You have 10 days to resign off of this information, or I will continue to dig into your misdeeds. I yield my time.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Cadence, I want you to have my card. I need to get in touch with you. I have a slew of information I read.
Mr. Clarence Caldwell. Hey, Ms. Clarence, good to see you again. Name and address for the record, please.
Clarence Caldwell, Prairie Street, Lamarque. Reason why I'm here is something I've been complaining about for the last couple of months. Councilman Williams, she also has the pictures and everything. And the last time I was here, when I got up here and I sat down, and the young man that's supposed to be the supervisor of the Public Works, he got up here and outright lied to the city councilman. He lied to the public. He said that when he was in our district, he cut the weeds, he paved the streets like he was supposed to, or filled the potholes in and stuff like that. But if you go down Fairwood, on the right-hand side, as soon as you turn off of Fairwood, off of Main Street, you'll notice that there is a pine tree that is laying across the ditch. And if you'll notice that that pine tree has been there for some time. If you go a little bit farther, there's a house that I've been in love with it ever since I was a kid. But that part of the ditch is the main drainage of the water that goes into Highland Bayou. If he would have had cut the grass like he said his people had done, then he would have had noticed that that guardrail that is on that bridge on the Marque side is tore up. It is pitiful that somebody can come up here and just outright lie. Pictures don't lie. Time does not lie. And that right there is a danger to our citizens of Lamarque. It's a danger to the fire department, to the police department, and anybody else that goes down there. It's obvious. Also, that grass, you can notice that it's not exactly grass that's in the ditches. These are actually bushes. That's how long it's been since this grass has been cut. Why would that person lie like that? If it hasn't been done, just say that, hey, look, we don't have enough people to do the work. How simple is that? Got 15 seconds. I wrote this real quick and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get out of here. Every snake has a head. When you think you killed it, make sure it wasn't his tail. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Caldwell. I appreciate you. Vanessa McAfee. Welcome, Vanessa. Name and address for the record, please.
Hello, my name is Vanessa McAfee. I've known Keith Bell for approximately 20 years, and I know him to be a man of integrity. When the news broke, I said, this is totally out of character for Keith. He is a private person, and even perhaps under the influence, I don't believe this is something Keith would do. He is careful and he is disciplined, and he has always kept his priorities front and foremost. I'm not here to attack the woman who made the allegations. I wasn't there. However, it does seem very Carolyn Bryantish. Let's see what the evidence shows. If the video supports this allegation, then we deal with those facts. But if the video tells a different story, the supposed video, we know we need to be equally prepared to deal with those facts. If it is ultimately determined and that a knowingly false report was made, then there should be appropriate consequences. I also questioned the $75,000 bond for an offense being reported as a Class B misdemeanor. This is an extraordinary amount, and I think it's completely reasonable to ask why the bond was set so high. It raises serious questions and, quite frankly, gives the appearance that the decision may have been politically motivated. And if the evidence ultimately shows allegations were false, then I believe there should be a full review of this, how this arrest was handled, including the actions of the arresting officer and the circumstances surrounding the judge's decision to impose a $75,000 bond. Keith has no prior criminal history, and even taking allegations as reported, I believe a bond this high deserves an explanation. Again, Keith is an extremely private person, and there's a saying that integrity is what you do when nobody is watching. And after 20 years, I've known Keith Bell to be a man of integrity and discipline. I've watched him give to this community. I've watched him sacrifice for this community. I've watched him take criticism and blame and still get up and continue to work for the city of Lamarque. Now let's remember something else. Lamarque operates under a city council manager form of government. When there were serious questions about the previous city managers and the direction of the city, Keith kept asking questions. He poked, he prodded, he questioned, and eventually serious problems were brought to the forefront. Today, the city is finally moving aggressively forward, correcting some of these problems. And Keith has the grace and respect to people who have always shown this. Keith has shown grace and respect to people who haven't always shown him the same grace.
Thank you, Ms. Vanessa.
Thank you.
Mr. Douglas Pennington. Douglas Pennington. All right, if we see Douglas, let him know to wave, and we will definitely circle back for Douglas. Yolanda Reyna. Hello, Miss Yolanda. Name and address for the record. Welcome, please.
Mr. Mayor, Council, it's been a while that I've attended a meeting, and my heart breaks with what I hear. But let's not get to quick judgment. Before I do that, and listening to everybody that's speaking here, they seem to have other conditions, and I saw something. I'm a thrifter. I like to go to garage sales, and I use my navigator, and I look at the ones that are posted through the internet, and I say, I'm going there. That's a good area. But coming back, I said, oh, there's one. It was here in Marque. And my navigator stopped working. I even had a little fear. I was going through some streets that I'm in children's ministry, and I saw kids out there. They were playing in grass that high, in houses that had broken windows and people living there, potholes everywhere. My car was going bang, 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 bang. I couldn't find my way back. I had to think east, west. I knew I was going to get out of there, but it was very sad. Where I live in a neighborhood, I am out of it. It's small, but we stay together, and we've asked before, can we get small groups that can get together and work together with their neighbors if their lawn needs cutting? Help them. That is what you're here for. You just can't hog it all to yourself. Remember those children that I saw? I can't get them out of my mind. Here I am looking at a garage sale to see what I could find for me. And I said, where are the codes? Where are the code finders? How? I don't know how you function. I'm a very busy woman. I'm retired, but I work in ministries through my church and everything. But somebody's got to get it there. If you want, I'll tell you more or less where I went afterwards. But y'all just have to take a drive. Take a drive to the north, to the east, going to Texas City. When you're going to Highway 3, if you're going north to the east, you'll see that. It doesn't look nothing like my neighborhood. Why am I enjoying this and they don't have that? I believe those are people that are in poverty or in depression or something, but in my city, when I was turned around. I just wanted to share that with you. And that just happened about a week and a half ago. United, we stand. Divided, we fall.
Ms. Randall,
Mr.
that's your time. Finish that statement and then we have to cut you off.
That's 3 minutes already?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You did wonderfully. You did wonderfully. So
It says we started this, wait a minute, because I'm not gonna say nothing against you.
no, I know, but your time is up. You have one more sentence, and then we have to move on because I have to give everybody equal time.
In Matthew 12:25, Jesus says, every kingdom divided against itself will be ruined. And every city or household divided against itself we stand. All I stand here today is, why can't we work together?
Yes, ma'am.
Councilman,
Thank you.
Mayor, work together.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
can do this.
Thank you. Thank you.
To find other
Yes, ma'am.
solutions.
You're out of time.
Not pointing the
I-
finger like the Pharisees did.
I agree with you, Ms. Rayner, but you're out of time. Yes, ma'am. Jared Williams. Welcome, Jared. Name and address for the record, please.
Came up here last meeting, feel like it went pretty good. Well, I did take you guys' advice. Haven't even reached out to Gus yet. I got everything together. We can send it to you in the morning, Gus. I scaled back a lot and thought about it and processed what y'all told me. So I just come up here to let y'all know that and looking to get on the September's meeting. I actually thought about it like you told me to, and we got our homecoming October 10th. This gives us 7 weeks. You know, so I think we can make that a great big event for the city. You know, bringing football, actually Little League football back to the city of Lamarque. You know, kind of make that a real big thing. And that gives us enough time to get the field and everything together and have a solid plan with everything going forward.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'll be emailing everybody in the morning, the thing. Kind of feel compelled to speak on everything else that's going on. I just say this. How can I say this? How much time I got? Like 2 minutes left. Okay, so when I first met you two, I met Mr. Laurie through you outside in the parking lot. It was one of the election days. y'all were friends. You know what I mean? The city was in a good space. A lot of positive things was going on. I just want us to get back to that, man. Like, I get it. You know, people have fallouts. I've had a fist fight with one of my best friends, but we was back friends in 2 months. You know what I mean? So I get it. Like, men fall out, we have issues, but man, if y'all can, please fix it with each other, man, and get back to getting the city better where it needs to be.
Yeah. Mr. Williams, point of information. Yeah, point of information. You said homecoming. Give us that date again, homecoming? October 2. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Tammy Gary, welcome. Name and address for the record, please.
Tammy Gary, P.O. Box 1211. I need some lotion for my hands, something.
I
Got
do
it up
concrete,
there?
yeah, mine.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know, I've been knowing Keith for a very long time, very long time. And I listened to what Mr. Williams said, and I agree with everything that he said. I grew up in Texas City, Lamarque area. I'm a Lamarque Cougar. I followed city council in Texas City and Lamarque for a very long time. And you know, every city has its problems. But I have never seen Lamarque City Council as such. Just about every person has been attacked, lied on, manipulated. Kim's kids have been attacked, lied on. And it's a common denominator that sits amongst us that's not even from Texas. And we're sick of it. Everybody's saying, let's get along, let's get along. How can you get along with somebody that keeps lying, that keeps picking on you, that keeps manipulating your kids, keeps attacking your family? You can't do anything. Nothing can be done. It's like this person is on council to ruin the city of Lamarque, it seems like. You know, it's the common denominator. And as far as Mayor Bell, due process. I worked in law enforcement for 27 years. Do y'all know how many people was brought before the courts and was lied on? And they had to pay $50,000 and $60,000 to get exonerated. Where is the footage? But oh, y'all want to come up here with a kumbaya crying, resign. Did you say it about your president? And they got
Ms. Gary, us. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Gary. And just like that, we got through this together. I want to certainly thank each and every one of you for every comment you made. Every one of them was heard, and every one of them will be taken into consideration by our council. We pray that God's blessings will be over our great city, and we pray that we are able to incorporate all of those concerns into the business of this great city of Lamarque. Council, we move past this place into our consent agenda. There is only one item in our consent agenda, and that item is 6.4. 6.4. I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Any omissions, any corrections, any additions? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item 7, public hearings. There are none. Item 8, old business. Items presented to council for discussion and possible action. 8.1, authorize the city manager to sign a contract under section 2254.003 for professional audit services. Mr. Ferguson, is this the contract that we were contemplating on last meeting?
Yes, council approved for me to go negotiate the contract for our standard financial audit. So that's what this is.
Very good. Are there any questions, council? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Moving right along, 9.2, letter of no objection, final acceptance of the City of Lamarque project number letter CC 2024-0010, consider final acceptance of Trails of Woodhaven Lake, Section 2, water, sanitary, drainage, and paving improvements. Will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Is there a second? Is there a second?
Where are you?
I am on 9-2.
He skipped 9-1, he'll go back.
I skipped 9-1?
Yeah, he'll go back in
Okay.
a second.
Okay, well, I'll come back and pick it up. We're on 9-2.
On 9-2,
You have comment on 9-2?
yes, I would like to table this. We still haven't had, the $4.3 million pump stations. We still don't know how they were paid for, who the contractor was. It's still, even our former city manager had no clue who the contractor was that was picked for that. So if we could table anything to do with Trails of Woodhaven, who was also a donor to your campaign, until we could get some more information, that, I think that would be the professional thing to do and the right thing to do.
Is there a second to Ms. Griffin's motion?
I second it.
Okay, so did you want to elaborate, Ms. Lowry?
I think that we need all the pump station information from Trails of Woodhaven. There was a $4.3 million pump station that was a donor to meet Mr. Bell. And our former city manager has no idea how this pump station was procured. It was paid for with grant money. We don't know who the contractors were. The citizens have every right to know who did this. I, as an elected official, should have been given this information months and months and months ago when I requested it. So I say we table this, give us the information, we can bring it back to the agenda.
Anyone else want to add to this discussion?
Has this information not been provided to us in our?
It has been provided to us ad nauseum. Brent from Attico, one of the engineers with Attico, came up here and explained to us like we were 5 years old, exactly what happened with all of the work, the drainage, the sewage out there at Woodhaven Trails. It was only a couple months ago.
I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
It should be very easy to produce then.
Okay. Well, we heard you, Mr. Lowry. Are there any other discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Did you vote for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to 9-1. Award LM number 26 -02, approving a contract with Texas Ranch for EDC mowing and debris cleanup as advertised in bid LM number 26-02, economic development. I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item 9-3 is pulled. Item 9-4 is pulled. Item 9-5 is pulled. Item 9-6, discussion and possible action about duplexes and designated tiny home areas. What a wonderful discussion. Who brought this to us? You brought us tiny homes? Well, Ms. Yancey, let's hear about some tiny homes.
No, to the council, I think this is something that we need to discuss, and we would like to give direction to our city manager to look at a possibility of having an area where tiny homes can be built. We do have a homeless problem. Not just a homeless problem, but trying to find suitable homes for our elderlies and single adults as well. So I want us to give direction to our city management to discuss looking at our ordinance, to look at tiny homes, to research that, and also certain duplexes that we can start building for families, particularly in my district where we do have some ordinances that maybe need to be looked at and changed. So I just wanted to bring that to the council so we can give directions to management about looking at that opportunity.
Very good. Any discussions on this?
Do we already have, and I'm just asking, do we already have something tiny? I know we talked about this. I don't know if anything was.
Nothing we've ever done.
Did we ever have a
There's
conversation?
been conversations in the past, but no action has been
Okay.
taken, and some of our ordinances do prohibit tiny home.
Okay, all right.
So let's do this, Ms. Yancey. I will definitely entertain a motion that would direct city manager's office to research this in conjunction with our city attorney to bring us back their findings and a possible proposed action or ordinance to consider. Would you like that?
Sure.
Is that your motion or is that my
That's
motion?
my motion.
That is your motion. Miss Willman, did you get Ms. Yancey's motion, although I said it? We need a second for that motion.
Second.
Well, Mayor.
Okay.
There's already been some of these put in District A, and they've been reported to code enforcement.
Some tiny homes?
Yes, they've
Okay.
already been established. They've already been put on foundations. They've already got the driveways put in.
Okay.
There's been no permits pulled for them. There's none of this has been lawfully, illegally, or legally. And so I think that, we probably should look into those first before we approve this, and those get kind of,
Okay.
just kind of pushed in.
So let's do this. So Mr. Lowry, do you? Okay, let's go back. You said that there are several that have already been installed.
I've already seen one, yes.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's allow them to bring findings back, but let's keep considering, get those addresses so that we can make sure that those, all right. Can we silence our phones, please? Yes, sir. I appreciate you. All right. Thank you, sir. That way, Mr. Lowry, when we get into that, we can make sure that those are excluded from any ordinance moving forward. I got what you're trying to say. We don't want to let them sneak in. I got you. Would that suffice?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. We had a motion, yes, and
Will
a
you be-
second. Are you ready to proceed, Council? I'm sorry. go
I
ahead.
was just saying, Councilman Lowry, can you send the addresses to us and we'll get out there and look at them?
You got it.
Good deal, good deal. Any further discussion? Hearing none, let's call for a vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, Council. Item 9.7, discussion and possible action on second Monday in November to be designated a local day of prayer in our city. Who brought this to us?
I brought that to us.
You have the floor, Ms. Yancey.
I think it's important. One of the things that I believe in is that our prayers can go places that our hands can't go. And I think that if we concentrate on that, what we're dealing with in our city, we are the adults in the room. And we need to lead by example. And I would like the city to look at that. There are national days of prayer in other cities, not local days of prayer in other cities. Back to Church is an example. The third Sunday in September is considered the National Back to Church Day. And I would like this city to have a day where we come together just to pray for our city, to pray over our city. And I believe that prayer works. I wanted to see if we could do that.
Is that a motion?
That is my motion.
Is there a second to that?
Second.
Gus, is there any legalities that we need to be aware of as it relates to scheduling or endorsing or supporting or designating a local national day of prayer in our city?
Not that I'm aware of as this is presented, no, sir.
That's a good sign. Any further discussion? Hearing none, let's call for this vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Let's move on. Item 9.8, discussion about Bobby Beach Park being added to the master park plan. Where is Mr. Bach? He left. All right. I think this is you also, Ms. Yancey. Is that right?
Yeah.
You have the floor, Ms. Yancey.
So Bobby Beach, for those of you that don't know, is a legacy park. In this city, it was a park that has been used for over 50 years for baseball. And so it is a privately owned park. Like Mr. Bach said, we know that it's privately owned, but we would like to give direction to our management to look at becoming a part owner so that we could help with the upkeep of that particular park, because the board has changed numerous times and they've struggled putting lights in that area. They've struggled to keep the grounds kept up. And so a lot of times the city would get calls because they believe Bobby Beach is a part of the city. And we want to make sure that we are good neighbors, especially when it comes to supporting our youth. And like you said, with the high grass and things of that nature. So we want to begin those discussions. I have talked to the board chair of Bobby Beach. They are willing to open up those discussions and see if it's possible for us to make Bobby Beach a part of our plan. I will never forget when we had the Christmas parade and we met up at Bobby Beach and it was so dark we couldn't even see our hand. And that was because they couldn't afford to have the lights on during that season. And so that was kind of embarrassing. So we want to take care of our legacy parks and some of the great traditions that we have here in Lamarque. I remember when my mother worked down here and we lived in Clear Lake, we would come down here and sit at Bobby Beach and watch the games. It was a time of coming together and at a time of unity in our community. So in the city of Lamarck. And so we definitely, it hurts my heart to go by Bobby Beach and see the way that it's being kept up. They're doing better, but I think if we can partner with them, this is something that we can honor the people of Lamarck that made sure that was a beautiful park back in the day. So we want to keep that legacy alive. So that's my motion for us to direct management to start talks with them in hopes of possibly being a co-owner.
Will you accept this as a motion, Ms. Yancey? And that would be to direct Mr. Knable to look into the legalities and the process that would need to take place for us to be able to acquire, adopt a Bobby Beach Park, and then provide for us a plan, if council so chooses to do that, as well as Ms. Burkhart providing an estimated cost of acquisition and maintenance of that park, right? Would that be a good amendment to start with? I mean, a good motion to start with, Ms. Yancey?
That's fine. Yes,
Is that your motion or is that my motion?
that's my motion.
All right.
But your amendment.
Ms. Willman, did you get that motion? We need a second.
Well, Mayor, so
Go ahead, Joe. Oh, we need,
Well done.
let's see if we can get a second and then we'll discuss. Joseph.
Second.
Okay, go ahead, Joseph.
prior to me being on council, I remember this being brought up several times before. And in order for us to be able to do anything with the park, we have to acquire the park,
Acquire,
or they have to
mhm.
give us the park. So
Mhm.
the motion is to acquire the park? for us?
No. The motion is to ask Gus to research the legalities of actually acquiring the park, whether or not we actually could do it legally, what the process would be, right? Not for us to do it, but so that we would know the process, right? And then the motion is also for Ms. Burkhart to provide for us a cost analysis. If the council did vote, we would have to vote to acquire the park, and then we would have to vote to put it in the master plan. Then she would give us the information as far as the financial cost, the responsibility for doing that.
So then if it is added to the master plan, where would it fit in? Does it go to the back? Does it
I don't know. That would be something that we would be able to decide. So all they're doing is getting the information together for us so we can look through it, and then we would then be able to decide together, yay, nay, up, down, left, right. You good?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And let me just say
Go
this
ahead.
point of information. It may not just be to acquire it, but to be a co-owner. And I want to make sure that that's clear too. So when you're a co-owner, then you can use public funds for that. So that's also an option as well.
Very good. We have a motion. We have a second. Mr. Lowry, you're good to proceed. Let's all move this to a vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, council. We are now.
Opposed?
Are you opposed?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. But you didn't want to speak on it? I'm sorry.
I'll wait until.
You'll wait until the information comes back? Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. All right. We are now at 9, what is that? 9-9. Texas First Bank, new bank signatures, resolution number letter R-2026-18, a resolution by the City Council of the City of Lamarck, Texas, authorizing certain officers of the city to sign and endorse checks and drafts of the City of Lamarck bank accounts. Let's name those folks for the record.
So this resolution adds new city manager Shauna Burkhart,
Okay,
and it adds police chief Byron Franklin,
very good.
leaving us 4 signers with me and Chief Merriman as the other 2.
Let's be clear. Chief Merriman is a signer.
And I am a
Mr.
signer.
Ferguson is a
Yep.
signer. Ms. Burkhart will then, if this motion passes, will be a signer, as well as Chief Franklin will also be a signer. Those are our 4. Is that what you're saying?
That is correct.
I'll entertain that motion. Y'all okay over there?
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
The motion is on the floor to add Mrs. Burkhart and Chief Franklin as signers. There's so moved. There's second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, council. We're moving to 9-10. Yes,
Can I get clarity on the motion? Who made the motion? Who made the second?
I believe Ms. Mayor Pro Tem made the motion, and I believe Ms. Williams made the second.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. 9-10, access and approval for J.P. Morgan. Logic, resolution number letter R-2026-19, resolution changing authorized representatives for local government investment cooperative, whereas the City of Lamarck, by authority of that certain local government investment cooperative resolution number R-2026, 19 entered into that certain interlocal agreement as amended pursuant to its terms and subsequently designated participation agreement and trust instrument, and has become a participant in public funds investment pool created thereunder known as Local Government Investment Cooperative. Mr. Ferguson.
Yes, so this is one of the city's investment accounts. So no checks are written from this account. So you're not, this isn't to add signers. This is to add access for Mrs. Burkhart.
Mrs. Burkhart.
To be able to go in, look at the account, and then one additional finance staff of my team to be able to go in and view the account.
What's the name of that one additional finance?
Gina, and I'm blanking on her last name, sorry. And I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Gina,
Yes.
yeah, I got you. But is that, let's say your finance designee so that we can be clear.
Finance, yes.
So, okay, we just want to be clear on who those persons are. Do we have a motion or no?
I'm sorry, I was.
I don't think we have a motion. I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Let's move, council. Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, 9-11. Resolution number R-2026-20, authorize a resolution amending authorized representatives to tax pool. Mr. Ferguson.
So this is the same thing, just a different investment account.
Same two people?
Yes, the same change. yeah.
Ms. Burkhart and a representative from your office, the finance
That
department.
is correct. yes.
I will
So
entertain
moved.
that. Is there a second?
Second.
We're moving. We are moving. Any discussion? Hearing none, let's call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are at 9-12. We are moving, council. Resolution number letter R-2026-21, a resolution by the City Council of the City of Lamarque, Texas, authorizing certain officers of the city to become authorized representatives to the Lamarque investment accounts through Texas class. I assume that is Ms. Burkhart, and whom else is that?
Finance representative.
There it is. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, council. 9-13, resolution number letter R-2026-22, a resolution by the City Council of the City of Lamarque, Texas, authorizing certain officers of the city to become authorized representatives of the Lamarque investment accounts through DWS distributors. Mr. Ferguson, I assume that you're going to tell me that Ms. Burkhart will be one of the authorized signers as well as a designee from the finance department.
Yes,
Is that what you're telling me? Well, I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Thank you, council. 9, what is that? 14? Is that 14, Ms. Yancey? You taught school. Discussion and possible adoption of resolution for adopt a spot resolution number letter R-2026-23. I will entertain a motion.
We do need to make one quick addendum. The actual resolution in the packet has an error on it, has the wrong resolution number on the draft. So the draft needs to be updated to this resolution number.
For adopt spot?
Yes.
Okay.
It needs- Yes.
So are you?
0023 is the correct number.
What is it?
0023.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's resolution letter R-2026-0023?
That is correct.
Okay. Did we get that for the record, Ms. Hillman? So I will entertain that motion.
So
Is
moved.
there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? This is a wonderful program, a wonderful idea, and we are certainly,
Never mind, I got it.
you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was getting ready to say we are certainly excited about the prospects and the results of this program. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? 9-15, approval policy for a 72-hour response for the city. This is something that I brought to us, council, in response to our community members having concern about whether or not they are being responded to in a timely fashion when they present complaints, potential code violations, or even questions about matters relating to municipal government and how we are going about our business as a staff. The policy is certainly available and ready for approval. If there is no discussion on the policy, listening for any discussion.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lowry.
So great that we have a policy. What is, if it's not adhered to? what was it? And I think it's great. You know, when I started buying machinery a few years ago, the president of the company had a 72-hour policy that if your equipment went down, they had 3 days to get it going. Didn't matter what the outcome was, get it up, get it going, get the equipment back out in the field, get it operating, and then we figure out the details later. So it's a great policy, but what happens if they don't adhere to it?
That's a good question. My sense is it's a policy that governs our employees. So that should be, for me, if there was a person that was not responsible or accountable to that, whatever, if that was their task, I would think that would be a personnel matter. So I would think that their supervisor should hold them accountable, if that makes sense.
Yes,
Justin, I'm sorry.
this would go into,
personnel policy?
Yes, personnel policy is a part of that.
You feel the same way about that, Ms. Burkhart? Mr. Knable, is that how you're seeing it?
Yes, this is
Okay.
an administrative issue for the city manager's office.
Do we need to, Mr. Lowry, if you want to add to this a friendly amendment that actually spells that out, you could do that at this time.
It just as long as that they're held accountable, that's the biggest thing that there's been.
Can we add that to the can we add that to the policy without objection?
What is it that y'all want to add?
Yeah, we want to make sure that if the policy is not followed, that there will be it will be an issue with staff and Ms. Burkhart in some way that's legal.
Yeah,
What does
I
it look
think,
like?
I think Mr. Ferguson and Ms. Burkhardt have already said, or have indicated it's going into the employee handbook.
Okay,
So,
you good?
correct me if I'm wrong.
All right.
No, it is, yes.
I will entertain a motion.
So
Is there a
moved.
second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 916, proposing of tax rate. Wow, Worth. You have the floor.
Sure. So this is the first official step as part of going into a new year, getting the budget, doing all of those processes. What this is not is finalizing a tax rate. So the first step per state law in Texas is that you have to propose a tax rate. The tax rate that is proposed becomes the maximum approvable, allowable tax rate for a city. You can always choose and enact a lower tax rate from what is proposed, but you cannot choose or enact a higher tax rate from what is opposed. That's what we are doing here. We are just setting what the maximum number is. We are not actually committing to any specific number. This is just an administrative step for the state of Texas as part of the process.
What is that tax rate that you are proposing, Mr.? Is it you proposing that today, or is that Ms. Burkhart proposing it? Ms. Burkhart said, I have no idea what's happening right now. You are proposing it. Well, good for you. What is that tax rate, Mr. Ferguson?
So to allow for the most flexibility for the city, our proposal, which is the general proposal of any city, is to propose the voter approved rate. That allows, which I don't have, do you have in front of you guys?
I'm happy to read it.
Yes.
Could you read it for us?
And we
Mr.
will need a roll call vote for this. So the voter approval rate, or the voter approval rate is 0.519877 or dollars per $100 evaluation. The no new revenue rate is 0.398957 per $100 evaluation. And then the de minimis rate, which is not really applicable in it's, while it may be instructive or informative, I don't think it legally has much, it has much legal effect for you all, is 0.464477 per $100 evaluation. And you all have in front of you as well the tax rate calculations worksheet that was certified to the city. If you have questions about that, I would defer to Mr. Ferguson on those.
Very good. So it sounds like a 41, read that rate that administration is proposing one more time.
The voter approval rate,
yeah.
the voter approval rate, Mayor and Council, is 0.519877 per $100 evaluation.
Is that what you're proposing?
Yes, this is solely so that the city has the most flexibility since budget discussions are still ongoing.
Yeah, and I would echo.
This is not the rate that has been
Yeah,
being worked on in the budget, but to allow for any flexibility or decisions of council,
Yeah.
That's what this is attempting to do.
51 cent?
Yep.
And I would
And-
echo Mr. Ferguson. Put another way, the rate you propose and we call the public hearing for, you can adopt a rate of that amount or less. You cannot go above it. So that's why Mr. Ferguson is saying, if you adopt the voter approval rate, you can always, as you look at the budget more, as you hear from the citizens, you can always go lower, but you can't, but if you were to set it at the no new revenue, if you were to propose the no new revenue rate, that's as high as you can go.
Okay.
This is entirely about allowing flexibility for council as they consider budget.
Okay, okay. Well, council, let's discuss. Anyone who wants to, if any discussion, anyway?
Taxes, it's a
You
hot
got
one for
something?
me, so,
Okay.
I would go with the lowest tax rate, no new revenue rate, 0.398957, and the reason is we still haven't done the forensic audit. There has been proven waste, fraud, and abuse, and the taxpayers still haven't had their audit. So in rewarding bad behavior, giving more money to a city that has not, prior to me being on council, as it was said earlier, you don't reward bad behavior. You don't throw money at a problem. Doesn't fix it. So it don't work. And just remember what the taxpayers did with the tax rollback. It was 72% said don't raise our taxes.
Okay.
So
Again, this is not actually raising their taxes, just to be clear.
keeping it at the no new revenue.
It's, well, no, what I'm saying is this step has nothing to do with the actual tax rate that the
We
citizens
need to
get.
keep it down as low as possible. Is what I'm saying.
So I just want everybody to be very clear that this is not setting the tax rate. This has nothing, this is just a proposal so that this next step can actually happen and an actual tax rate and a budget can be approved.
Well, then that my motion and proposal would be the no new revenue rate at 0.398957.
Okay, we hear you, Mr. Lowry. Thank you. Anyone else?
Now, let me just bring some clarity, because what you're saying is it provides the flexibility to choose between 51 cents and 39 cents.
You can go lower than
Right.
39.
We can go lower,
Um,
but we can't go higher.
Yeah, you can't go lower than 14.4 because that's the debt service rate, but
Okay.
you can do anything between.
But this step gives us the flexibility to choose once we finish the, because we have not finished the budget.
That is correct.
We have not finished.
If we had finished the budget, we would just
Right, we're
propose the
still,
rate we had
we're
already
still
decided,
working on
but
the
yeah.
budget. But the voter approved is.
Provides the most
51.
flexibility. yeah.
Provides the most, and that is what the staff, the city of Lamarck, Ms. Burkhart with over 25 years of experience and having flexibility to go up and down, because if we set it at 39, we can't go above that. Right, right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I just want to get some clarity, because sometimes when that's not your wheelhouse, understanding the tax and how that works, sometimes our residents don't understand. So again, what you're saying is that it gives us the flexibility to move in between those numbers. And it's not setting a rate tonight.
Yeah, that's right. It's specifically a state requirement that you propose a rate. That is the first step in the rate setting and budget approving process.
That's a high number still for flexibility. Is it possible for us to drop it?
It's entirely y'all's call.
Right, it's our call.
The more you drop it, you just lower
Your ability to
your
move.
ability to move. Yep.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. I'm sorry, Ms. Yancey.
No, I said right now we're at 41.
That is correct. This year is at 41. and
What are we working at for the people that are following along? We've been in budget workshops, and so what rate are we working from in our budget workshop?
All the budget workshops have started and been worked from the no new revenue rate,
Which is
39.
Hold on.
8957.
39,8,957. Council, we don't want to spend all night on this. We can go up to 51. We can go down to 39. Ms. Williams sounds like she's getting ready to be a deal maker for us. Perhaps we ought to let her. Ms. Williams, do you have an idea that might bridge this gap?
Well, I'm not sure if anyone's open to 0.43 or 0.45, but just 0.51, it seems like
It's too
not-
high, huh?
It's way too high.
0.43, 0.45. Okay. Ms. Yancey, do you have a preference?
I know at this time, you know, with our economy, a lot of people don't want to go. They don't want their taxes raised. But I do hear the consent of people with their roads and drainage and all of that. But that's fine. I would do 45. I would do 45 because we can't go above that. Once we
Yeah,
set the
absolutely.
proposed, we can't go above that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ms. Yancey. Mayor Pro Tem, you have any idea that of what your recommendation might be personally?
We can change it as we go through our budget.
Very good. We've heard from all our council members. And so we now, I'm sorry, Ms. Hillman. I mean, Ms. Woman, I'm sorry.
Tim, I was having just a little trouble hearing you.
I agreed with, Councilmember Williams.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay, so now we certainly entertain a motion on the tax rate. I will entertain a motion anywhere from 39 to 51.
I'll make a motion that we use the no new revenue rate at 0.398957.
Very good. Is there a second? Is there a second? Mr. Lowry, it is not normally the chair's ambition to second a motion, but I'm going to second that motion and see if we can get some resolution on this 39-cent tax rate. And so there's a motion. The chair seconded that motion. Let's discuss. We are preparing a budget at 39 cents currently. I second the motion so that we can have a discussion. Talk to us a little bit, and we don't want to spend a lot of time on this, Mr. Ferguson, but talk to us, Ms. Burkhart. Talk to us a little bit about what a 39-cent tax rate looks like for our operation for public safety. What does that look like for public works? Give our community an opportunity to understand what it is that we are contemplating when we say 39 cents, for better or for worse. Mr. Ferguson.
So that does translate into a reduction of services and a reduction of staff. We are still working through what those specific reductions would look like as we have been working through budget workshops. It would be up to 12 firefighters reduction, up to 15 police officer reduction, up to 6 public works people, and eliminations of positions in administration. In addition to reductions of services, that with less people you can provide less service. Again, all that is still being worked through in budget workshops. None of those are finalized, but that is where those numbers hit from a high-end perspective.
So the idea is that if we are at 39 cents, there will be a significant reduction in emergency medical services according to your numbers. Significant reduction in our ability to prevent and fight fire. A significant reduction in an already strained public works department as it relates to repairing some of the basic infrastructure such as streets, pothole repair, and things of that nature. And a significant reduction in our ability to respond as a police department. Is that what I'm hearing you say to be true?
That is correct, sir.
Do you believe that, Ms. Burkhart?
So we're talking about a 20% reduction in staff.
What does that do to our response times?
Based on the information that has been provided, that would cause response times to go from 6 to 7 minutes to over 10 minutes.
Very good.
Say that again.
For fire and EMS response times would go from between 6 and 7 minutes to over 10 minutes.
Very good. All right, we're gonna stop there. Mr. Lowry, you had something?
Yeah, so if that's what you want to cut, then I guess that's what you want. That's what you choose to cut. Obviously, you can't cut law enforcement because of the cops grant. That would cost us millions of dollars, and you know that. We could do cuts in perhaps the finance department. You have what, 8 people? What do we operate in there before? 2, 3, 4. So there's other areas we could cut, but as a business owner, the last thing you do is you cut safety. And so to go to the public and say, oh, we're going to cut safety first, scare tactic. It's BS. Don't do that. highly inappropriate. There's other areas to cut. We need a trim fat.
Will you please provide those areas, Mr. Lowry?
If you want, yes, I will. I'll tell you what, I will get with you. I've been working 16-hour days, but I will get with you and we can go over the budget together. But you don't cut law enforcement. You don't cut first responders. You don't cut safety. That's what you don't do. But as a business owner, when I see a city or multiple cities across the county buy thousands of new vehicles every year, as a business owner, you know, or as a citizen, you know, it's wrong. It's wrong. How many new trucks did we buy this year?
We bought 13, but
13
we
new trucks.
also sold,
You want to cut fire and EMS? I don't think so.
we also
So there's
sold
ways
more
to
than
do
that.
it. You just got to do it.
Again, I'm happy to work with you on any of that.
I would appreciate
You were responding about, you purchased 13 vehicles, but you sold.
We sold more than that. We sold 18.
You sold 18 vehicles and you purchased 13 vehicles.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a net savings for the city.
there it is. Okay, thank you for that. Mr. Lyra, are you committing to coming up and working with Mr. Ferguson? Those are,
But it's
these
gonna
are,
be after hours.
yeah, I
That's
mean,
fine. I'm here till midnight, not infrequently.
I have to get a key code because I haven't been provided that.
I will let you in.
Mr. Lowry, these are some serious, in all seriousness, there's some serious significant cuts that we have to make. And so you're gonna have to be on your A game to
Hey,
try to help
here's the
and
thing.
get those done.
For the last 5 years, if the elected officials up here on the dais had done their job and provided the information to the public that was supposed to be provided to the public, you know, the check registries, all those things, commingling funds, all the things that got us in the predicament that we're in, don't punish the taxpayers for it. That's wrong, man.
Mr. Lowry, those items, just so that we're clear, those items were designated to be presented to the council and then subsequently to the public by the manager and the administration. Council has no administrative duties.
We do. We say, we are over the city manager, so we tell the city manager.
And we did.
I know. You didn't.
Yeah, we did. We
Not
did.
me. You guys did.
Well,
And
we
asked you
did.
for how many years to provide the information to the
Yeah.
public?
It's a matter of public record, but I appreciate you. Are you willing to commit to working? These are some serious cuts, man.
Oh, yeah.
You're willing to roll your sleeves up and get in?
I'll tell you what, and
Okay.
I even have people that'll do it with me.
Well, I don't know if we can do that, but definitely
Maybe.
you would be able to do that. I think that we need your help, and I appreciate you offering yourself in that way. And I appreciate you having the courage to make the cuts to those areas. For example, finance, a cut to finance would reduce our ability to be accountable with our finances. And that's one of the biggest things that you have been challenging this council to do, right? So it's a puzzle. It's like a Rubik's Cube. And that's why I want you to bring your A game, because I believe that you can do it. So we're going to vote on this rate. If it passes, hooray. If it does not pass, then we will take a second vote. Ms. Willman, you have the floor. Is this a voice vote? Is that right? Yeah.
Well, point of discussion.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ms. Yancey. Let's continue this discussion. Let's put about, we have a few more and then we'll have to move, council. So go ahead, Ms. Yancey.
Again, we're not setting the tax rate. We are just providing wiggle room to be able to see the different options. This city, regardless of what some people have come up here to say today, we have seen a reduction in crime. We have seen our response times get much better in the last 7 years. We have worked really hard on that. So I am not willing to sacrifice that. And that's when we've been spending hours in budget meetings. Hours. And there are some things for this community that is a non-negotiable, and public safety is that. But Mayor, with all due respect, come to the budget workshops so that we can work it out, because we've had these discussions, right? About what we can do. And again, this is not setting the rate, but this is trying to get some wiggle room. No one wants to see our staff, at least I don't, get cut, get laid off in this economy. This is one of the worst economies we've seen since 2008 for the middle class, working class family. And Lamarque is mostly middle class, working class. And so we're trying to find a way not to raise taxes, of course, but we need some wiggle room to just see that. And so that's all this is. So that's why I'm concerned, because if you're telling us our service is we're gonna lack services, and we just asked for a 72-hour policy that you have to respond in 72 hours, but you have to do that with less staff. And we've been kind of cutting and freezing positions. Have we not froze positions the last 2 years? We haven't filled some positions, right? So I just want us to be careful, because you can shoot yourself in the foot and then you not have anything, right? And so and there are some people, let's just put this out there, it's on the record, that are working like dogs to destroy this great city. And one way you can destroy it is having too low of a tax rate, to do the things you need to do to keep your community safe, to make sure your roads are fixed. And we have to be careful for that too. So we hear you, but at the same time, we were elected to be the voice and understand the balance between both. I'm done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mayor, with a show of hands, can we show the taxpayers who up here actually pays property taxes to the city?
We all pay price.
Property
Don't do
who owns
that.
property here and pays property
We own
taxes?
property. We own property.
Yeah,
And
we
we
do.
know you
We
need
do.
to say
Who
people on
owns-
Section
not-
8.
not-
Don't do that.
Joseph.
Can rental property.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Mom and Dad, I'm talking who
Don't do
Yeah.
that.
owns property.
We
I
own.
got you. We got you,
Yes.
Joseph. We got you.
Is there?
Let's talk about who's.
That's,
the
that's not, we're not going there, guys.
There's something the taxpayers.
has
I hear you.
protective
I hear you.
orders.
You see what
I
I'm
hear you.
saying?
No, I got you. I got you. I got where you're going. And I hear you, Ms.
Yeah,
Yancey,
he
but
loves
that's
to do that.
that's not gonna be helpful to us as we
At
make
all.
this decision, but I do hear you, Mr. Lowry. If we're ready to do a voice vote, on 39 cent, then we will yield the floor to Ms. Willman. Are we ready to do a voice vote? You ready, Ms. Williams?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Willman.
Mayor Keith Bell,
No.
Mayor Pro Tem Tanya Griffin,
No.
Councilmember Kimberly Yancey,
No.
Councilmember Sade Williams,
No.
Councilmember Joseph Lowry,
Yes.
Very, very good. The 39 cent fails, 4-1. I think it's important, for us to be able to provide room for public safety, just to make sure it's my opinion, we don't want to get to the place where we're actually passing a budget, Joseph, and it is found out. We want to give you time. Because what can happen is this: if we give you time to work your magic with Worth, bring that budget down, we would be able to, in good conscience, come back and revisit the 39, and I'll be right alongside with you, putting my hand up for the 39. But I want to give you time to work your magic. But at the same time, I do want to leave some cushion, because any one of us, if it is in fact true, you find out that we have no choice but to cut public safety, I want to give us a little cushion to make sure that the emergency medical services will actually show up in time to be able to save lives. And the police department will actually be able to have enough resources to be able to prevent crime, right? So just a little cushion, but that doesn't mean that we have to end there. We have faith that you'll be able to do some work and get it done, and we can revisit 39. So I wanted to explain that to you and explain that to the people before we proceed.
Can I say something real quick?
Ms. Williams.
Larry, I understood why you chose that rate. I understand that you don't want to go over, but it was primarily for the fire department and for the police department for safety reasons. And so I just want you to know that's my reasoning behind it, and that I still understand why.
Thank you for that. It's a common scare tactic in local government to use public safety as a way to increase taxes, and I don't fall for it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
thank you for your.
We get you,
Appreciate
Mr.
that.
Lowry. We understand. All right, let's start. Let's see if we can try to set another
Proposed, not set.
proposed tax. Thank you, Worth. I was looking for that word. Another proposed tax rate, so that we could proceed. Is there another motion ready for this council?
Motion of 4.45.
0.45. This is a proposed tax rate of 0.45. Is there a second to that motion?
I second that motion.
Any discussion? Let's discuss. If we need to. Is there any discussion? Again, be mindful, this is only a proposed rate to provide for extra resources in case we are unable to meet the standard level of care as it relates to emergency medical service response and our police response in our community. Ms. Yancey, I see your hand.
Right, so now we're at 41.
Right.
So that is correct. This year's tax rate was 41, and I forget the numbers after that, but
So 45 would be the highest that we can go once we set this.
yes, if that is the proposed rate, that it becomes
So I
the
don't think anybody
the
would do
ceiling.
that. So but that just gives us the wiggle room.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And I don't know that, let me speak for myself. I would not vote for 45,
Yeah.
clearly, as
just want
a final rate.
Right, I just want
Right,
the room.
yeah. No, I got it.
Mhm.
Any further discussion? Again, one more time before we vote. This is only a proposed tax rate. This is part of a process. This gives us time to try to find those extra cuts that we need to find in order to be able to provide basic services. So having said that, Ms. Willman, are you ready for a voice vote? I am as well.
Yes, sir. Mayor Keith Bell,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Tanya Griffin.
Yes.
Okay. Councilmember Kimberly Yancey
Yes.
and Councilmember Sade Williams.
Yes.
Okay. And Councilmember Joseph Lowry.
Absolutely not.
Very good. Thank you, Council. We're counting on you, Mr. Lowry, to help us get closer to 39 cents. Godspeed, sir. 9:17. Resolution for grant signers, resolution number letter R-2026-24. I believe this is also related to Ms. Burkhart.
Yes.
You are the popular person, Ms. Burkhart, tonight. Is this also your designee from finance as well?
No,
This is only Ms. Burkhart.
This is only Ms. Burke.
All right, good deal. I will entertain that motion.
So
Is
moved.
there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, council. Item 10, city manager's report. A submitted report to update council and the community on the standard operations of the city. This report can be acknowledged as a whole or discussed at the pleasure of council. As always, council 1 through 7, I will call out. If you feel inclined to speak to any of these issues, let me know. Item 8 will be for the good of the order. 10-1, anyone for 10-1? 10-2, anyone for 10-2? 10-3, anyone for 10-3? 10-4, anyone for 10-4?
Yeah, I'm.
Okay, hold on just a minute. Ms. Yancey's 10-4. 10-5, anyone for 10-5? 10-6, anyone for 10-6? 10-7, anyone for 10-7? Let's go back up. We are at 10-4, and it is Ms. Yancey who pulled it. Ms. Yancey, you have the floor.
Yes, could you tell me more about that?
Yes, so we did some research on this, and the current status of this is it has been discussed numerous times, but no official ordinance, resolution, or policy has been laid out. So what would need to happen is we would need to receive direction on how y'all would want to proceed with this, if y'all want to proceed with this, and then enact something.
Point of information, Ms. Yancey, as I mentioned before, when you brought this up, that was something that I was interested in as well concerning the parks and several other members of the community. And so we're trying to get a historic committee established under the a cemetery board, but we have to get it on council first.
Okay.
So
on the
that's what
agenda.
what we're waiting on.
Okay. Because persons have asked about the policy and how do they do that and all of that, so. Okay, thank you.
You good? Okay.
Jeez.
You want to go to enforcement? Ms. Williams, you don't have to pass me notes. We're not in school. Ms. Williams, did you want to address 10, what is that? 10-2?
Yes, I
Pass your note.
Ms. Williams,
I
you
just
have the
wanted-
floor, and after that, you need to go see the principal.
Okay. I just wanted to know more about it.
So this is a report that I don't believe is in the packet, but is being developed for y'all to receive continuous updates on code status. And Chief Franklin can speak more.
Hey, Chief.
Mayor, Council, how are y'all?
So we have had code enforcement, just to clear up some things. They have been transferred to the police department as a whole department. There's a lot of misconception out in the community that police officers are doing code enforcement. We're doing police work. That's what we do. So we've had them for 2 weeks now. We're providing them training on issuance of citations. We have had the experts that do that. Our police officers go with them and show them how to fill out a citation. I think we've issued 40-something citations in the last 2 weeks on that. They will be going on 12-hour shifts with weekend coverage starting this Saturday. So we'll have coverage on Saturday and Sunday for unauthorized roofing jobs, unauthorized fencing jobs, things like that that happen on the weekend where they haven't been able to address those. And so we're making changes. It's kind of a crawl, walk, run type thing. Chief Wagner has been on top of it. Like you wouldn't believe, we read a lot of code stuff. Some of it's new to me, some of it's new to him. It's been a while since I've done it, but it's kind of like riding a horse. You just get back on it and you figure it out as you go. But the staff has been very good since coming over to the police department. You know, the 12-hour shift thing, we're kind of more integrating the way our police officers work with them. And so 12-hour shifts just seem to be the answer for us for right now. We'll evaluate Sundays. It's going to be a 12-hour shift on Sunday versus an 8-hour. Most of the stuff that we've noticed has been going on the weekends. On Saturday, everybody's doing a fence job, trying to get it done for the weekend, have Sunday off, go to church type thing, but we're evaluating it. We have made progress in that area.
Very good.
Any questions?
No, with you just talking about that, I thought about perhaps doing something with our local high school, maybe getting some volunteers and teaching them code, because they see a lot in our communities. Just something to think about. Maybe we can incorporate some type of volunteer program where some of the high school kids, maybe some of the ones that may get in trouble, or I don't know, or not get in trouble.
I think it's a great idea.
Isn't that a great idea? And it's something you said that kind of triggered that, and that we may be on.
Was it the Police Explorer program?
Yeah, I kind of thought it kind of.
Yeah. Well, they learn that in there.
Yeah.
They learn what everybody's job is.
Right.
And now that they're absorbed in the police department, they would get training on that.
And that just kind of goes back to what Ms. Brown said about kids needing something to do.
Absolutely.
Right. Thank you, Chief.
Very good. Any further questions for Chief Franklin as relates to 10-2?
I was hoping y'all were going to ask about 10-2. I wanted everybody to understand that they're their own separate department. They just report to Chief Wagner and they do their own stuff, and we're helping them get there. So
Yeah, we appreciate you, Chief. Chief Wagner, we appreciate you. We know you're working hard. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Look at that. Look at that.
Really, look at that.
He's getting a standing ovation. No, he's not. He's not getting it.
All the teeth is showing.
We are at 10-8. That's items for the good of the order. Mr. Ferguson.
Yes. If everybody would please join me in welcoming our new city manager, Shauna D. Burkhart. She's sitting right up here. Today still is her first day. And there will be a meet and greet for everybody to come meet her and talk to her with details to come. Today we also celebrated a groundbreaking for the Shops of Lamarque. This is all the shopping based on, including the academy that's coming. They actually have broken ground and are actually starting progress on that. The city would like to join with the Rygard family, friends, community members in mourning the passing of former Mayor Peter W. Pete Rygard Jr. We're deeply grateful for Mayor Rygard's decades of service, including 4 terms as mayor, and for his enduring impact and leadership for our community. Budget workshops are continuing. The next one is scheduled for August 26th, this Wednesday at 10 a.m. Till 4 p.m. It will be in the community room.
Thank goodness.
And then there will be sessions later with me and Mr. Lowry. I assume probably 6 to 10.
4-hour sessions, Mr.
You
Lowry.
said 6 p.m. 10.
Yep,
6 p.m. to 10 p.m.?
yep, Tuesday through Friday.
Oh,
All right.
there it is.
And we can stream those if you would like.
You want to stream them?
That's only fair.
All right. The other item is the Special Events Committee did meet to discuss the tourism event RFP that came in. We received quite a few different proposals, some of which were very cool and we're very excited about. Those suggestions are coming to council at the next council meeting for council to make decisions on whether to move forward with them or not. In addition, holiday season and planning is underway for all the events. There will be trunk or treat, fall sweep, citywide cleanup. There'll be a national night out where we are going to go to communities. And then the name we're going with this year, we're making some slight changes to the Christmas event. It's going to be Jingle on the Square. We're going to move it from here over to the square and do it there. Jingle on the Square.
Where?
And then, as always, please, if you would like to stay up to date for all of city announcements, events, and emergencies, please visit alerts.cityoflamarque.gov and choose the option that works for you.
Is there a date for Jingle on the Square?
Not yet.
Okay. Thought I missed it.
That's all I have.
That it? All right, Worth. That was good, man. All right, council, we don't have executive session, nor do we have any actions to take from executive session. So now we're at request and announcements. Mrs. Williams.
Well, I've actually been waiting for Shauna. And so, but I do have a Duro. I had someone reach out to me for Duro for safety reasons to repave the Duro road. And I agree. But I know we are facing some things right now. We're also in transition. And so I will send these emails to Shauna. Duro.
High school.
It's spelled the French way. Yes, ma'am. Durous?
Yes.
Is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Anything else, Ms. Williams?
That's all I have today.
That's it? Mr. Lowry?
If we could, one of the things that I campaigned on was our ditches, and we've been left in the dark once again in District C. They did some very insulting things when they did some very minor work over there. I'd like to have a conversation with our new city manager about that. Also, I did email 2 ethics violations. I did not get a response from anybody. I would ask Mr. Ferguson or Mrs. Burkhart to do the moral, ethical thing and put those on the agenda, or a council member, if you so choose, to do the right, moral, ethical thing and place those on the agenda as ethics complaints and violations. You have an email. I sent it to you as well. If anybody needs it, Worth Ferguson has it. I would ask that you please get that email. Please listen to the audio. Please look at the documentation from the emails. And if you see fit, please forward it to the appropriate authorities. And like I said, Mr. Ferguson or Ms. Burkhart, you guys can both put it on the agenda if my council members don't want to do the ethical, moral thing to do. And that's all that I ask.
You done?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Yancey?
Yes, happy Labor Day for what's coming up. Thank you so much for the people that have prayed for us and because our prayer has been to pray for wisdom and all of this. That young man that spoke that lives on Stonewall, I thought I knew everybody on Stonewall. That is in my district. And so please make sure that we get his information about the drainage issue. Because that is a historic street. As well as we've been talking to the city of Lamarque about putting artwork on that old water well over there looks really bad because they're not going to remove it for some time. We have to wait on, I guess, Hazmat or somebody to get rid of it, but we're trying to get that colored, right? Or put some artwork or paintwork or something like that on it. So if you could get with that young man so we can talk about that. But one thing I do want to say is that everyone is due process. We do have what you do for one, you do for all. And there are other cases that are pending in court with Mr. Lowry. And when people come to me, I give him the respect to say that is a personal matter that has nothing to do with the city of Lamarck, and that's something that him and his family have to work out. And I ask the same courtesy for Mary Bell, because what you do for one, you need to do for all. And some of you don't know about that case because we have covered our fellow councilmen, and we have tried to bring as little embarrassment to this council and to this city as we can. But I want to challenge you, especially the believers or Christians that are in the room, that what you do for one, you do for all. And I think we need to be praying for all of our council. We're volunteers. We're here to be advocates for you. No one thinks that they're going to go through this type of pain. I couldn't even talk to our mayor today because I knew if I talked to him, I would probably cry. Because this is the things that our ancestors told us about, but we never experienced, not like this. So again, to those of you in our city, to our Mayor Pro Tem, who is a beautiful person, and we have confidence in her as well. But again, I say, pray for all of us, everyone sitting up here. And who you are, the Bible said that you will know who my disciples are by the way they love one another. Not hate, but the way they love one another. And I want us to remember there is a heaven and a hell. And we have to remember that everything we do, God is watching, and our children are watching. And so to my councilmen, all of my councilmen, I say on the record, I love you all. And we do what we can to cover each other and pray for each other and not to embarrass one another. Because when we're embarrassed, the city can be embarrassed. So I just want to say that the people that came, thank you for coming and making it stand. But this is one way where we can show that we are united as one and that we will let the process be handled for both of these men. Thank you.
Mayor Bell.
Thank you, Ms. Yancey.
If I may, please.
Hold on just a minute, Ms. Lowry. I'll circle back and give you a little time. Did you want Mr. Lowry to go before you, Ms.?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Lowry, you got the floor.
I just, for clarification, she almost implied that I had broken the law or something. There's no, I have no, don't interrupt me, Gus.
Yeah, hold on, Mr.
She
Lowry.
implied that
Mr.
there
Lowry.
was- I have no criminal
Mr.
charges
Lowry.
or anything of that effect
Mr.
pending.
Mr. Lowry, hold on, I will, I
Well,
promise you.
That's what she implied. And
That's okay, I'm gonna let you finish. Just give me a chance to let's get some order here, all right?
Yeah.
Gus, did you have anything?
The only thing I would say is the same thing I've said multiple times, is that council needs to be very careful responding to each other on items that are not on the agenda. You all are free to ignore that advice.
Well, I'm not
But,
ignoring
but
it.
that is, I am telling the council that because that could be, I don't want y'all to deliberate. That's what I am saying.
Okay,
And
Mr.
so-
Lowry, would you do me a favor and focus your comments on you so that we don't get into this
Yeah,
cross?
I'm
Go
going
ahead.
to say for the
Go ahead.
record, I have no criminal charges
Okay.
pending or anything of the sort. I have been sued multiple times by Kimberly Yancey, and I've won both lawsuits. So for the record, just want to clarify that because she's implying that there's some type of criminal charge. There's not. Civil
Okay.
cases are different, and I'll beat those
Okay,
again.
were you done?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Mayor Pro Tem.
The only thing I have is that I am attending the Texas City Lamarck Chamber of Commerce Leadership class. And I know that this is something that the city allows employees to attend annually. But I want to bring light of the situation. I would like to get the dates for the chamber events where we may have tables that have been purchased. And I would like to advocate to make sure that we have people sitting in those seats.
Yes.
That's it.
Real quickly, I will just make a point of information. All of that is part of our single one-time contribution. The program, the tables, all of that is part of our, all wrapped into the single contribution that we make
Right.
as a city, similar, this the same as Texas City. So we're not purchasing other new, and extra stuff, just.
Right, just want us in the seats, especially if we're sending employees to the leadership class. I think that would give more employees an opportunity to, engage with the chamber to see what they have going on, so.
Yeah.
There's a lot of empty seats sometimes, so.
Yeah.
That's all I have, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I wanted to share feedback I got from the high school. There was a question about whether or not the municipality is preventing the high school football stadium from opening. The report I got back, I believe, where we had a conversation about it, the report I got back was the answer to that is no. That that Lamarque High School has permission to use the football field for football games. Apparently, there still needs to be work. There's still work to be completed on the dressing room as well as the concession stand. Is that still the current?
As far as I'm aware, that is.
Okay, so we wanted to make sure that we understand that the football team will be able to play on the football field. We don't necessarily know today if they will be able to access those locker rooms or if the concession stand will be open. I wanted to make sure that that is public record so that we are all clear on that. Again, Ms. Burkhart, what a wonderful day. This is your first day. We are excited to see you. And we definitely look forward to the work that we will do to move the city forward. If certainly you need anything from us, we are here and we will do everything in our power to provide you with the resources necessary to move the city forward. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part of our community, and we're excited about what you will do in the future. Yes, ma'am. Did you want to make a statement or no? No, you good? Okay. We certainly are excited also, same day, the Shops of Lamarque broke ground. Yes. That is one of the largest economic developments that this city has seen ever, full stop, ever. It's providing for 5 big box retailers, tens of thousands of retail space, which will generate enormous amounts of sales tax, which will then contribute to the overall lowering, heaven help us, of the tax rate so that we can provide some tax relief to our members, to the members of our community, as well as provide for new amenities and new opportunities to engage in retail within our city. The flagship retail establishment is Academy Sports and Outdoors. And so we're excited about that and the rest of those developments. Today is a good day in the city of Lamarque, a new manager and a new development both on the same day. We are definitely mourning the loss of former Mayor Mr. Pete Rygard and all of the services and the service that he has certainly provided the city of Lamarque. He was a mayor that saw the Gulf Greyhound Park come to life after years of work by previous mayors. And certainly that is obviously one of the biggest developments that this city has seen in its own right. Wonderful family, certainly wonderful mayor, so wonderful of a mayor that his son also became mayor subsequently after him. Again, wonderful family that has done so much for this great city. We are with them in solidarity. We are praying for them and sending love and light in their direction. Lastly, I wanted to say, because I believe that to your point, Ms. Yancey, I believe that the next time we see one another in this setting, it will be past Labor Day. Is that right? Past Labor Day. And so my political career started in organized labor. And so I have a special place in my heart for organized labor. And so we certainly want to extend a happy Labor Day to labor of all sorts, from all walks, from all industries. That does not limit itself to chemical refinery workers or public safety staff members. But I am celebrating and saluting those workers that work at McDonald's, Dollar General, Family Dollar, right? Some of these places that we take for granted. All of us are American workers, no matter what job or what role you play, and all of us should be celebrated on Labor Day. So kudos to each and every one of us, the American worker. Yes, ma'am.
I have one thing.
You can go ahead.
Ms. Burkhart, we do something for Public Works for Labor Day, and we're trying to decide if we're gonna do it the Friday before or that Monday. And I don't know if the city is open or closed on either one of those days.
We are closed on the Monday.
On the Monday?
Yes.
Thank you.
Did you get an answer?
Yes.
When Mayor Pro Tem, guess what? That's all I had.
So moved.
Business is done. It is completed. And it's not even 8:30. Shall we pinch ourselves or shall we go home? What do you think?
Time for budget.
Vote.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. We stand adjourned. Thank you.